I wish I could be mad at the story. I wish I could be mad. I wish I could be yelling and screaming and cursing out Netflix and everything else. But the truth of the matter is, I'm not shocked. This was an inevitability. This was a long time coming. This was exactly what we knew it was going to be. And now it's done. It's here. It's official. It's over. We can move on with our fucking lives. And that, of course, is Netflix has officially ended its relationship with Marvel Television. All Netflix shows are now canceled. It's done. Punisher, done. Jessica Jones, done. But season 3 will still air sometime in March or April. I don't know. They haven't fully said yet, but it'll be around that time. I mean, we all knew it was coming. We all knew it was a reality. We all knew this was going to be a thing. We all knew that Disney, and in this case, they've come out and they've said they had no part in this, that they had no involvement in this. They knew nothing of it. They were not involved in any way, but they, of course, are now left with this gaping hole in their cinematic universe, so to speak, their big universe, that fans are demanding something. They're demanding something. And they kind of got something, but that something's been rumblings, it's been musings, it's been discussions, it's been talks. As Disney gets ready to acquire 20th Century Fox for $71.3 billion, as it gets ready to take over 60% of Hulu, ultimately still probably going to buy out the 10% Warner Brothers is going to have up for sale, therefore acquiring 70% of the platform and having majority stake in it, which means they can do whatever the hell it is they want to it with very little pushback from Warner Brothers. That's where things are. That's what they're going to be doing. And so what are they doing now? Well, they're talking about the future of Marvel TV shows on Hulu, right? Cloak and Dagger season 2 is coming out on Freeform, which will also be on Hulu. The Runaway season 2 is already out on Hulu. We know there's going to be a MODOK show, an animated freaking Howard the Duck show, which from Kevin Smith, by the way, which I didn't talk about, but that's freaking awesome. That's great. And then, of course, comes all the conversations, the talks with the different heads of these studios. The guy who's in charge of getting content for Disney Plus was like, we would love to find a way to bring back the Marvel TV shows. And I talked about that a couple weeks ago when it happened. I'm like, they're discussing it. And you know they were already discussing it. You knew that Disney, Netflix, Marvel, they were already aware that Netflix was going to be getting rid of all this stuff, right? And they're probably thinking of contingency plans. I think there's a reason why the Save Daredevil campaign was pushed by Charlie Cox and by Vincent D'Onofrio. I have a feeling it was done because it wanted to, the people behind that campaign told me that they're just fans. I'm like, I don't know. I still think corporate back, to be honest with you, but whatever, man. I still think it was an inside Marvel job, if I'm being fair. I still believe that. I'm not criticizing it. I really like it. I want it to be a reality. I want Daredevil to come back, but you know, when Daredevil was canceled, Iron Fist, Luke Cage was canceled. A lot of these, blogs and commentators on YouTube and whatever else on Twitter were like, no, they're done. They're done. They're dead. They're over. And I maintained hope. You go back, check my record. I maintained hope. And now we're finding out that there is a sliver. It's a ways off. Sources say to Variety, exclusive to Variety, that there's a cooling down period, a cool down clause of 2 years. This, of course, comes after the actress who played Marcy in Daredevil made the same exact claim like weeks earlier, So we know that there's this supposed 2-year clause, which I'm pretty sure is real. We know that that's the thing. We know it exists. We know that's a reality. So we can't see anything involving individual shows until 2 years after they're officially canceled, which means, or after they finished airing or something like that. So we won't even be able to see Jessica Jones or the Punisher until 2021, Daredevil not till 2020, same with Luke Cage and Iron Fist. However, the Defenders, this is where it gets fascinating. Because not only did the guy who runs Hulu come out and say, we would like to find a way to work with these shows, right? To maybe possibly revive them down the road. Disney's going to have a 60 to 70% ownership of Hulu. So if they want to bring on these shows when the time is right, they can do it. ABC TV will be working with Hulu exclusively. They can even run it through 20th Century Fox if they want to make sure that they can play to the more R-rated brands. The type of stuff that that Bob Iger is talking about there being right now, that type of content will be living on in 20th Century Fox. Again, all of these people who are in the know when all this shit went down months ago were saying it's never going to happen. They're never going to do it. They're never going to bring it around. And I sat there and said, they're going to do it. That they're going to find a way to do it. And then we're hearing now even from Joseph Loeb, the guy who runs the guy who runs at Marvel TV, that yes, the shows are over. Yes, the shows are done. They had, they're shocked. They put together 148 hours of TV across 5 different shows and 13 different seasons over the span of 3.5 years, almost 4 years. They're very proud of their work, as am I, and many, many, many others are very proud of their work. But he says Marvel also doesn't stop telling stories. And that will be the case here. He says to be continued. Which got me thinking. They never officially canceled the Defenders. They never did. They never officially canceled the Defenders. But it was always meant to just be a 1-season show, which means that it probably was contracted through Netflix for 1 season. So, the Defenders, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, by August of this year, will technically be up to come back under that banner. Now, while their individual shows might be on ice for a while, they would have free reign as of August of 2019 to start production on the next season of The Defenders and bring it over to Hulu. Because it's not going to go to Disney Plus. I think we all can agree. It's not going to go to Disney Plus, but going to Hulu. That's reality. That's the thing. That's what I think we're going to hear about. But we're not going to hear about it until probably Comic-Con, maybe D23. It's not, they're not going to say anything for a while, but this is my prediction. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the Defenders will be back in 2020, maybe 2021. I'm hoping 2020. Get us, they can't start doing anything with it until then. Until after it's done, that 2-year agreement's done. If that contract holds for that as well. The Punisher, however, is not under that contract. I should point that out. The Punisher was on a whole separate thing. That is now back at Marvel. They can do with it what they want. And if they're fucking smart, they should immediately commission season 3 and immediately put it on Hulu when it's ready to go for 2020. Do that to immediately restore faith with the fan base, because that's what they need to do. Because they got a lot of fans that went over to Netflix for the Marvel shows. And if they want to bring them back over to Hulu, I mean, I'm sure most people who probably already have Netflix have Hulu anyway. Bring it over there. That's my prediction. But we all knew this was coming. We all knew this was going to be a thing. We all knew this reality was going to be existing. I'm not shocked. I'm optimistic for the future, and I want to know what you have to say about this. Are you like me thinking for the future, or are you going to be a little cynical Nancy over it? I want to hear your thoughts or your opinions right down below. If you made it this far, do me a favor, type in Defenders in the chat so I know. Leave your thoughts, leave your comments, leave your likes. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day, guys, and peace out. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. While you're here, feel free to check out that subscribe button. Help the channel out. Or you can watch any of the newest videos and make sure that you're caught up to date with what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment. So that way, when you're at work tomorrow, you can wow your friends with the information you learned from watching these videos. That's right. I said it. Subscribe.